So in the last section, we have discussed about the components of the Seleniums and some introduction of the Seleniums, like what is Selenium, what is automation testings, and what are the advantages of the automation testing. So in this tutorial, we will discuss about what is the history, some history about the Selenium. Okay, so yes, so who developed Selenium, okay, and how it is developed. So all these things we'll discuss about this Selenium. So it is not much important with respect to interviews and coding, but you should know what is the Selenium, because history of Selenium, because you are working on the you are working actually. So you should know all the history. So let's see, let me write Selenium. Okay, so now, so mostly in the Selenium creation or Selenium creating the Selenium tool language, okay, there are 4 person involved. Okay, so first is Jason Huggins. Okay, Huggins. Next is Paul, right, Paul Hammant. Okay, Paul Hammant. Then is a Shinya Kasatani. Okay, next the last and foremost creator of the Selenium is Stewart. Okay, so these 4 persons are involved for creating the Selenium. Okay, so who started and how he has started, so we'll understand here. Okay, so Jason Huggins actually started the Selenium revolutions. Okay, evolutions. So what he did, he built a core module of Selenium. Okay, so basically it is known as our JavaScript test runner. It's called as Java. Okay, 1 minute. It's JavaScript test runner. Okay, this is a one line of tool. Okay, so what he did, he created a core modules of Selenium, which is called as JavaScript test runner. So someone will ask you what is a core module of Selenium. You can tell it is created it is created by Jason Huggins. So it was actually JavaScript test runner. Okay, so in the year of 2004. Okay, so he was testing the web applications like web application named time and expenses. Okay, so by using this JavaScript and runner. Okay, now, so why developed the JavaScript and test and how he developed? So he developed by in the way that, okay, he developed in the way that the people can test the applications using keyword driven framework. So what is keyword driven framework? I will discuss later. Okay, so for now you just understand why, like how he created, because the people to test the applications on the basis of keyword driven framework. So after some year, okay, so Paul Hammant, what he did, he built a Selenium 1. he built what he built? It built Selenium 1, which is called as also RC. What he built? He built Selenium 1, and who built? Is a Paul Hammant. Okay. It overcomes some limitations of JavaScript test runner. So there are some limitations available in the test runner. Okay, JavaScript test runner, which is developed by Jason Huggins. It was overcome all those limitations. Okay, so it has the client and it has client and the Selenium server logics. Okay, so client send request to server, and server uses the JavaScript to drive the browser. Okay, so all these logics, so it used. Okay, so after some year, okay, Shinya Kasatani come to picture. Okay, so he developed, Shinya Kasatani developed Shinya developed? Shinya developed Selenium IDE. So it is a extension of Mozilla, okay, so that you for Selenium testing. So it added the heart to the Seleniums after the Selenium 1 and Selenium RC. Okay. So this requires least programming language. Okay. So this requires least programming language. So anyone who knows at least to run the browser, so he can run the Selenium IDE. Okay. So he used the concept of Selenium core and plugged in this to the Firefox browser. So it has the record and playback functionalities, which makes easy for the automation world. Okay. So after some year, in the year of 2007, Simon Stewart comes to the picture. Okay, so what Simon developed? Developed another automation testing tool of Selenium, which is called Selenium WebDriver. Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so everyone knows Selenium WebDriver some term. Okay, but some of you doesn't know what is Selenium WebDriver. We will discuss later. Okay, but for now you just understand is one of the component of the Selenium. So Simon developed Selenium WebDriver after Selenium IDE. So Selenium driver mostly it is not rely on the JavaScript. Okay, so for nowadays it is known as Selenium 2. Okay, so also it is known as Selenium 2 in nowadays. So all this is the history of the Selenium. So who developed Selenium first? The Jason Huggins in the year of 2004. Okay, and he built the core module, which is called as JavaScript TestingLPoint. Okay, then Paul Hammant come to the pictures, who created Selenium 1 and Selenium RC, and Selenium RC is actually working as a client and server. So client send the server to the request, and it will run, and it will give the response. Okay. Then Shinya Kasatani come to the picture and developed Selenium IDE. It requires least programming language, and it is it is just extension of our Firefox browser. Then important persons came to the picture, which is Simon Stewart in the 2007 developed Selenium 2, which is called as Selenium WebDriver. Okay, so understand now. We'll see some theory on the Selenium history. As you already know, what is the Selenium? Selenium is the most automation testing tool. It's open source. It's a current software industry. It's very widely used. It supports multiple platform like Java, Python, C#, Ruby, Perl, JavaScript. It supports browsers, multiple browsers like Chrome, Firefox, IE, Safari, and also supports multiple environments like Windows, Mac, Linux. Okay. Also, Selenium has powerful features like playback, record and playback, which can be used in Browser Addon. Okay. So, it's the history of Selenium already discussed. It's just 4 persons. Okay, one is Jason Huggins, Paul Hammant, Shinya Kasatani, and Simon Stewart. So he is a Jason Huggins. Okay, so from the picture you can also remember who is Jason Huggins. He is a creator of Selenium. He built core mode of Selenium, which is known as JavaScriptTestRunner in the year of 2004. So he was testing the web application's times and expenses by using this runner, JavaScriptTestRunner. So he developed in the way that people can test the application in the way of driven framework. Okay, so now next picture is Paul Hammant. So Paul Hammant built Selenium 1 and RC. It overcomes some limitations of Selenium core. I've already discussed. It has Selenium client and server logic. Next is Shinya Kasatani. Shinya Kasatani developed Selenium IDE. This requires list programming language, and the concept of Selenium core, and plug this to the Firefox browser. What it did? See what Shinya did. Shinya did. Shinya used the concept of Selenium core and plugged this to the Firefox add-ons. Okay, so this is mostly a record and playback functionality, which makes it easy for the automation tools. Then is coming to Simon Stewart. He is the final person who developed the Selenium component. So it is called Selenium WebDriver. So in 2007, Simon Stewart developed another automation testing tool, the components of Selenium, which is known as Selenium WebDriver. This is actually not rely on the JavaScript. Okay, so nowadays it's known as Selenium 2. Okay, so now we have already discussed about what is the Selenium, what is the history of the Selenium, who developed and who worked on which components. So in this next session, we will understand more of Selenium script. If you want to learn more about Selenium automation testing tool, then you can go to www.testinglpoint.com. Go to this website, and there are lots of testing tools. Tutorials are available like Selenium with Java, Selenium with Python, Cucumber, LT, and JMeter's. Also, addition to that, you can have quiz. You can give the quiz here, and there are lots of interview questions are available here. Okay, so stay tuned, guys. There are lots of tutorials will be uploaded soon. Just subscribe to my channel, like and share. If you have any questions on this videos tutorial, then you can put your questions on the comment section. I'll give the answers in the next tutorials. Thank you, guys.